Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your always great support. I usually don't take it for granted. Please again ensure you like this video. When you like this video, you automatically support the work that I'm doing in this video. Thank you so much for that like. Now, ladies and gentlemen, during the night, I analyzed a video here about the aircraft plane that William Ruto used to go to US, as they hired it from Abu Dhabi, and this aircraft plane is going to make the Kenyan government use 200 million Kenyan shillings, taxpayers' money, just to fund William Ruto's visit in US. As you speak, the spokesperson of US Embassy in Nairobi is coming out to tell Kenyans that we didn't pay for Ruto's jet. Them as US government, they never paid for that. And hii ni gharama ambayo wa Kenya ndio wanalipa kupitia ushuru hao watu wana collect. Do you know that when Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta was going to US, he was using Kenya Airways. But because William Ruto is feeling like he's so much respected internationally that now he must use something unique, something luxurious. But at the same time, you are telling Kenyans, you people, you don't have money for doctors. You don't have money for schools. You don't have money for roads. You don't have money for anything. But you are using 200 million Kenya shillings just to hire an aircraft plane that is luxurious to take you to US. I told you here very clear that remember Kenyans, US, you people, you don't know US. They cannot fund just one person going to visit US. 200 million Kenya shillings. They cannot. Secondly, I always say in this channel that US huwezi enda tu na pesa na ungie nayo for. Lazima wa investigate pesa umetoa wapi. Them, they usually prevent this money laundering, and they usually don't want it. At the same time, during the night, when I relate my analysis from an inclusive analysis or inclusive details that came from KTN News, some individuals said that, do you mean that the US never funded or never paid the plane that William Ruto used to go to US? I'm telling you here, US cannot. What US is catering for is the movement of William Ruto in terms of his convoy. William Ruto, these brigades what they are eating, penye wanalala, hiyo ni bili ya US. But hii ndege yenye walitoka nayo Kenya wakienda US, si bili ya US. So this is what KTN News told us. But some Kenyans wanataka kuwa Thomas.
Now, President William Ruto is in the United States for a 4-day official visit. The president, this time round, decided to fly a business jet that KTN News has since established is a Boeing business jet. The aircraft service is run by a United Arab Emirates company, Royal Jet Group, of course, a premium private aviation company based in Abu Dhabi. It is a 7-year-old Boeing 737-700, one of the 8 owned by the company founded in 2003. Emmanuel To is here with the details of this aircraft that will cost the taxpayer an upward of 200 million shillings, just to take and bring back the president and his team.
As high-ranking state officials saw him off at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport Sunday night, ready for the historic trip to the United States of America, a bird never before publicly seen was spotted on the airside, all white with two strips running across the fuselage. This was his choice for transporting this journey. When the pictures and videos hit the public space, a debate was ignited. The head of state's usual mode of transport out of the country is a presidential jet, a 30-year-old Fokker 70 extended range, christened Harambee 1, with a carrying capacity of 26 passengers, but these aircraft can only fly 5 hours non-stop. He opted for a charter, Boeing 737-700 business jet, from the Abu Dhabi-based Royal Jet Group, a premium private aviation company. A quotation requested and sent to the Standard Group from the operator puts the cost of hiring a similar state-of-the-art aircraft at a total cost of $748,600 US, which translates to about 98 million shillings one way for a 34-seater plane. A return journey will cost another 98 million shillings. Details show the plane could cost more than 2 million shillings per hour, and these will vary depending on routing, scheduling, number of passengers, year of manufacture, among other details. Then there is the takeoff tax, landing tax, and parking. In addition to the amount spent getting the aircraft from Abu Dhabi to Nairobi and back to the United Arab Emirates, a near 5-hour journey on both legs could each cost anywhere between 8 million shillings and 10 million shillings. On the first leg, the jet left Abu Dhabi at 9:03 a.m. on Saturday, landing at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport almost 4 hours later. It spent a day on the ground ahead of Ruto's trip. He will depart at 9:48 p.m. Sunday and landed at Santiago de Compostela in Spain yesterday at 5:30 a.m. local time. 8 hours and 42 minutes later, ostensibly to refuel. These aircraft, a Boeing 737-700, has a flying range of 10 hours non-stop. The plane then left Spain for Atlanta, Georgia, a journey of 8 hours and 42 minutes before landing at the Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. Fitted with 10 auxiliary tanks, the ultra-modern aircraft went into commercial use about 9 years ago. This particular one, used by President Ruto and his team, is configured for day travel at 34 seats, 8 of them VIP, 8 business and 18 standard, and 5 crew members. It also has an executive bedroom. This extravagant travel comes as the government promised to implement austerity measures to reduce the weight on the taxpayer. The government is also planning to acquire a new state-of-the-art jet, which will replace the KAF 308, which was bought in 1995 by retired President the late Daniel Arap Moi.
Presidential jet, you remember, was purchased in the early 80s or late 80s by former President Daniel Arap Moi. And probably this offers that opportunity now to reconsider all this equipment, be it aircraft and other military equipment, Honorable Speaker, towards modernizing them.
It is not the first time President William Ruto is showing his taste for expensive things. In 2013, he was under fire for hiring a private jet for a 5-day shuttle diplomacy over the International Criminal Court in 2013. A business trip for the team, assuming all the 34 seats were occupied, would have cost the government about 40 million shillings on commercial jet return, 160 million shillings less.
So that is how the KTN came out exposing William Ruto's travel using this private jet that was hired from Abu Dhabi. And you know, Kenyans, sometimes when we tell you these things, you think that we are exaggerating some things and some issues. Now, the reality has come out. When Uhuru Kenyatta was using Kenya Airways, William Ruto is using a private jet that has been hired from Abu Dhabi worth 200 million Kenya shillings just 4 days. Remember one thing, nothing is going to come back with in this country. Mark my words. Number two, those stories William Ruto is making in the US is not going to benefit Kenyans. The same to United States of America. These people just summoned William Ruto for specific directions, what he should do in some issues that they want to benefit from. In other words, they're just exploiting William Ruto. So when you are telling you that William Ruto is a man that is now being controlled like a remote, come here, come, go there, come here, go there. That is what William Ruto is currently doing. And remember, he's a US puppet. And I will say it, William Ruto is a US puppet. When he's being called, he's being summoned, you must respect the summon, or else kuna shida. So those who doubted the news last night, now be sure that United States of America has never paid, or they are not in idea of hiring William Ruto a private jet worth 200 million Kenyan shillings. Just one person, one person. One person using 200 million Kenya shillings together with his brigade. Na kumbuka kwamba hii pesa yenye wanatumia kwa ndege, Kenya wanakula, penye wanalala huko ni bili ya US. Hiyo nimekubali for free. Penye wanakula, magari wanapanda huko, hiyo ni bill ya US because they were invited. It is not William Ruto who invited himself. Let me say he was summoned because he is the US puppet. He must go there to have directions. And if he's not going to go there to have directions, then there is consequences. I saw some individuals also telling me that William Ruto's presence in US is going to make China to have this loan relief to Kenyans. You are daydreaming. When you are getting that money, was US there? Wakati walikuwa wanachukua hizi pesa, you must pay. You must pay the loan from IMF, you must pay loan from World Bank, you must pay loan from China, all over the world. So this sympathy that William Ruto is going to find from US is not going to work. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much because of your great support. Please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing this video.